Hello, my dear students. Hope you are following the classes regularly. Today I am going to discuss the last few rules on compound to simple and compound to complex. At first, compound to simple. Rule 1. If the compound sentence is stating that a person is doing two things one after another and joined with a conjunction and, then while transforming it into simple, ing will be added to the first verb. Thus the first clause will be shortened and tense will be the same as the second clause. Look at the example. I went there and met her. Look at the first verb, that is went. Take the base form go and add ing with that. Then eliminate the first clause. At the same time omit and then add the second clause with that. So the sentence comes like, going there, I met her. Look at the next sentence. She will go to the office and will do the work. Simple. Going to the office, she will do the work. Here is one more example for you. She will go to the theater and watch the play. Simple. Going to the theater, she will watch the play. Next rule. If the compound sentence has not only ... but also, the simple sentence will use besides being. Look at the examples. The first one, the girl is not only beautiful but also intelligent. Simple. Besides being beautiful, the girl is intelligent. Second one, she is not only a brilliant student but also a good singer. Simple. Besides being a brilliant student, she is a good singer. Third one, Robbie is not only a good writer but also an outstanding lecturer. Simple. Besides being a good writer, Robbie is an outstanding lecturer. Now rule 3. If the compound sentence has the conjunction but joining the two different clauses, the simple sentence will use in spite of at the beginning of the sentence, following the possessives like my, his, her, etc. according to the person plus noun of the adjective to the subordinate clause plus the main clause. Look at the example. The book was long but interesting. Simple. In spite of being long, the book was interesting. Here is one more example. He was ill, but he came for rehearsal. Simple. In spite of his illness, he came for rehearsal. Rule 4. If the compound sentence has the structure like the person must do ... or otherwise the person will not ... the simple sentence will follow this structure. The structure is person must do ... 2 plus V1 plus the result or the outcome of doing the work. Examples. Compound, you must study hard or you will not get good marks in the exam. Simple. You must study hard to get good marks in the exam. One more example, compound. He must run fast, otherwise he will not win the race. Simple. He must run fast to win the race. Rule 5. If the compound sentence follows this structure like person must do ... or otherwise the person will plus verb's simple form or person must do ... or otherwise person will be plus verb's past participle form, the simple sentence will follow this structure. And the structure is person must do ... to escape or to avoid ... Examples, compound, you must practice hard or you will lose the game. Simple, you must practice hard to escape losing the game. One more example, he must work hard or he will be suspended. Simple, he must work hard to avoid suspension. Next rule, that is rule number 6. If the compound sentence first states a cause behind a work and joined with a conjunction and stating the result or outcome, the simple sentence will follow this structure. And the structure is being plus adjective plus the main clause. Examples, compound, he was guilty and he ran away. Simple, being guilty, he ran away. One more example, compound, he was very happy and he started to dance. Simple, being so happy, he started to dance. Next rule, rule 7. If the compound sentence contains the conjunction so or therefore, having the cause before it and the result after it, the simple sentence will have for having the result before it and cause after it. Examples, compound, he worked hard and therefore the boss praised him. Simple, the boss praised him for his hard work. Next one, the singer's voice is sweet, so she is very popular among people. Simple, the singer is very popular among people for her sweet voice. Rule 8. If the compound sentence has the conjunction and having the result or outcome before it and the cause or reason after it, the simple sentence will use to, all other things being the same. Examples, compound, she came here and met me. Simple, she came here to meet me. One more example, compound, she studied hard and got good marks in the exam. Simple, she studied hard to get good marks in the exam. Rule 9. If the compound sentence follows this structure like person must not be plus adjective plus or otherwise plus person will not be dot dot. The simple sentence will use in the event of being at the beginning of the sentence plus adjective plus the main clause. Examples: compound. You must not be late, otherwise, you will not be allowed to participate in the meeting. Simple. In the event of being late, you will not be allowed to participate in the meeting. Next one, compound. You must not be lazy, or you will not be allowed in the team. Simple. In the event of being lazy, you will not be allowed in the team. Now, compound to complex. Rule 1. If the compound sentence uses the conjunction but or yet to connect the different clauses, the complex sentence will use though or although in the beginning and but or yet will be removed. Examples: compound. He is poor but he is happy. Complex. Though he is poor, he is happy. Next one, compound. She is ill, yet she worked very hard. Complex. Although she is ill, she worked very hard. Compound. The class was lengthy, but it was enjoyable. Complex. Though the class was lengthy, it was enjoyable. Rule 2. If the compound sentence uses the conjunction or otherwise to connect different clauses and future tense is used in the second clause, the complex sentence uses lest in the middle and should and might after the person. Examples: compound. Study hard or you will fail. Complex. Study hard lest you should fail. Compound. Practice hard, otherwise you will be out of the cricket team. Complex. Practice hard lest you might be out of the cricket team. Rule 3. If the compound sentence uses the conjunction and to join the different clauses, the complex sentence will use as soon as in the beginning, removing the and from the middle. Examples: compound. The rain stopped and we started the journey. Complex. As soon as the rain stopped, we started the journey. Next one, compound. The crowd saw the hero and started shouting. Complex. As soon as the crowd saw the hero, they started shouting. Rule 4. If the compound sentence uses and or so or hence or therefore to connect the different clauses, the complex sentence uses since or as in case of reason and when in case of time in the beginning, removing and so, hence or therefore from the middle. Examples: compound. The weather was bad and the match did not take place. Complex. Since the weather was bad, the match did not take place. Compound. She was ill, so she did not come. Complex. As she was ill, she did not come. One more example. Compound. The sun has set to the west and therefore it is evening. Complex. When it is evening, the sun has set to the west. Rule 5. If the compound sentence uses and to connect two different clauses about the same person, the complex sentence will use relative pronoun who in place of and, removing the pronoun after it. Examples: compound. I saw a girl and she was singing. Complex. I saw a girl who was singing. Compound. I have a friend and she is a writer. Complex. I have a friend who is a writer. Rule 6. If the compound sentence follows this structure like let plus object form of pronoun plus affirmative form of subordinate clause plus or otherwise plus the main clause, the complex sentence starts with if, having the first or third person after it, and it bears a negative meaning. Examples: compound. Let me go there or I will be unable to learn it. Complex. If I do not go there, I will be unable to learn it. One more example. Compound. Let me study hard or I will be unable to get good marks. Complex. If I do not study hard, I will be unable to get good marks. Rule 7. If the compound sentence follows this structure like let plus object form of pronoun plus and between the two clauses plus the main clause, the complex sentence starts with if, having the first or third person after it, and it is in an affirmative form. Examples: compound. Let me study hard and I will be able to get good marks. Complex. If I study hard, I will be able to get good marks. Compound. Let me go there and I will be able to learn it. Complex. If I go there, I will be able to learn it. Rule 8. If the compound sentence uses an affirmative form of verb plus or otherwise plus the main clause, the complex sentence starts with if, having the second person after it and expressing a negative meaning. Examples: compound. Study hard or you will fail. Complex. If you do not study hard, you will fail. Compound. Practice more or you cannot become a good singer. Complex. If you do not practice more, you cannot become a good singer. Rule 9. If the compound sentence uses affirmative form of verb plus and plus the main clause, the complex sentence starts with if, having second person after it and it's in affirmative form. Examples: compound. Study hard and you will get good marks. Complex. If you study hard, you will get good marks. Compound. Read more and your writing capability will increase. Complex. If you read more, your writing capability will increase. Rule 10. If the compound sentence has this form like very and or so or hence or therefore plus the main clause, the complex sentence will use so that. Examples: compound, I am very tired and so I cannot work. Complex, I am so tired that I cannot work. Compound, the place is very crowded, therefore I cannot find a place to stand. Complex, the place is so crowded that I cannot find a place to stand. Rule 11. If the compound sentence uses or between the two clauses stating an advice, the complex sentence starts with unless following the second person. Examples: compound, say prayers or you cannot advise anyone to say prayers. Complex, unless you say prayers, you cannot advise anyone to say prayers. One more example. Compound, practice hard or you cannot become a good singer. Complex, unless you practice hard, you cannot become a good singer. Thank you, girls.